Title: From Pain to Power: How She Survived Sickle Cell, Rejection, and Loss Without Giving Up. I want to tell you the story of a young woman who went through so much that most people would have broken, but she didn't. She rose. She was born into a family of 5, a father, a mother, and 3 children. From birth, she was diagnosed with sickle cell anemia, a painful and life-altering condition. But that wasn't her only challenge. Her parents' marriage crumbled early on, and the divorce shattered the little stability she had. Because of the separation, she and her siblings kept bouncing from one school to another. Life was unstable. There was no peace. There wasn't much love either. But through it all, their mother did her best to provide and protect. As a child, she dealt with not only constant illness, but also the emotional pain of bedwetting, something that haunted her for years. But this girl was a fighter. She prayed. Her mother prayed. They went to night vigils and cried to God. And guess what? God answered. The illness slowed down. The bedwetting stopped. She felt her life changing. But peace didn't last long. Her father remarried, a woman from the village, and brought her to live with them in Lagos. That was the beginning of a new kind of warfare. The new wife didn't want anything to do with her or her siblings. And since she was the only daughter of her mother, she became the target. The woman fought her physically, emotionally, spiritually, even tried to block her education. But God kept showing up. One day, she came back home from her small phone booth business to chaos. Her stepmother had been injured by a broken sliding door, and despite her being away at the time, the woman accused her of causing it. Her father took his wife's side and asked her to leave the house. She packed her things and moved to her uncle's place. But after a few months, they stopped feeding her and also told her to leave. She had nowhere to go, so she turned to the only place that felt safe, the church. From the church, she got a job as a cleaner. It wasn't much, but it was something. Then, a civil service job came. That was her breakthrough. She rented a small Face Me, I Face You apartment, and from there, a self-contained room. Then eventually, a mini flat. She was rebuilding her life, step by step, win by win. But the heartbreaks weren't over. Love was hard to find. Men came and went. Many judged her for her health or her skinny body. Others didn't understand her struggle. At some point, she told herself, maybe I won't find love, but I'll still be a mother someday, even if it's through IVF or surrogacy. That's how strong she is. A woman determined to write her own story. Then came the wife's blows. She lost both parents in 1 year. One was assassinated. The other died mysteriously, and she believes it had something to do with spiritual forces. She also lost her elder brother. Today, it's just her and her younger brother, but they made a vow they will not give up. Even now, she's hustling. She's trying crypto, YouTube, side gigs. Money hasn't come yet, but her faith hasn't wavered. She's been through too much to quit now. Lessons from her story. 1. Your pain does not define you. Your persistence does. 2. Life may break your heart, but don't let it break your spirit. 3. God always has the final say, not people. 4. Small beginnings are still beginnings. 5. Even rejection can be redirection to something greater. 6. Don't be ashamed of your health or your past. Your story is your power. 7. When others close doors, God opens new ones. 8. You can lose everything and still rise again. 9. Keep working. Keep praying. Keep moving. 10. Someone out there is waiting to hear your story so they can survive theirs.